With so many different types of security screw available, which type would be right for your application? This quick guide steps through the questions you need to ask yourself to ensure you make the right choice. The first step is to work out whether you need a one-way or two-way screw. One-way screws are designed to be a permanent fixing that can't be removed once installed, so will probably be the right choice if you're fixing something down which you're not going to want to move again. See our clutch head or sentinel screws if you need a permanent one-way fixing. Two-way screws offer a practical and versatile anti-tamper fixing. They need a special matching driver tool to do them up, and can be removed again with that matching driver tool if required at some later date. There are several types of two-way screws in our range, including the popular Security Hex, Security Torx and two-hole screws among others. There are even specialist screw types with driver tool and head pattern can be manufactured to be unique to an individual customer, but naturally these cost more than standard security screws. There's a choice of driver tool types for use for two-way screws, which include security bits for use in exchangeable bit screwdrivers, the L-shaped key wrench type, or full hand driver tools. Next, decide what type of screw thread you need. If you need a screw that will screw into a nut or threaded socket, you need to choose a machine screw. For fixing something to wood, plastic or laminate, etc., choose a self-tapping screw or a wood screw. There are even self-drilling screws available which feature a built-in drill tip. These screws eliminate the need for a pre-drilling operation, saving time and therefore reducing installation costs. Choosing the head style you need may simply come down to the look that you want, or it may be guided by other factors. If you need a fixing that won't stand proud of the surrounding surface, for instance, choose a countersunk head screw which screws into a countersunk hole. The raised countersunk head screw is typically used for specialist applications and is most commonly found on electrical sockets and switch plates. Once you've worked your way through the previous choices, you're ready to decide on the screw gauge you need. You'll probably have heard of many older type gauges such as Imperial, AF, Whitworth, etc., but modern machine screws and bolts are now normally sold in metric sizes, for which stock sizes typically range from M3 to M12. Wood screws or self-tapping screws, which can be used as a direct alternative for wood screws, will be sold with a gauge number. Typically stock sizes range from 6 to 14 gauge. Choosing the length of screw you need should be straightforward, as long as you remember that the head type has a bearing on how screws are measured. For countersunk screws, the length is measured from the top of the countersunk head to the very tip of the thread. In other words, it's the overall length of the screw. For button head, pan head, cheese head or round head screws, however, the length is measured from the underside of the head to the tip of the screw. And finally, you may need to consider what type of material and screw coatings you need. If you need a screw to use for an outdoor application, for instance, choosing a screw manufactured from stainless steel or one with a galvanized or other special protective finish would probably be your best option. For more help or advice, visit the website or call the Friendly Insight experts on 01273 475500.